So when I'm here, this is where now I can see where her counter is at. And I can tell by the way she is and the way she's dressed, she's a very active person. I mean, I'm sure she's not necessarily wearing the outfits because she looks cute in them, but, and so I'm just trying to see where her counter is and if I can, see, feel the difference right there. So if I'm out here in the knee, see how there's movement goes through the chest cavity. If I come down just a little bit more here, she just stops. All through the lower chest cavity. So again, I'm here, I feel the block here. And if you notice off the pelvis, it's almost a foot, right?
Interesting.
So again, see the counter, I can get her head to move, right?
Yeah.
I come down just a little bit, just see how it's not the same. So that's where I go. Now, I could touch the diaphragm here, but since this is the movement, I'm going to put my hand where, not where the block is, a little bit higher where it was good, and I'm going to go underneath the opposing buttocks, although Forrest Gump says that word the best, and I'm going to now start just a light pull and see if I can twist.
Dinosaurs crammed in it.
Now, I hate to say it, but this is probably the toughest kind of tonus touch that I touch with, because I have to get through some serious muscles and habituals. It's still a very gentle touch, but this is probably the most.
You know what that means? Your butt is really toned in your hand.
Either that or she has a tight arse. But not so much that you can make diamonds, if you know. Sorry, don't mean to tease you on the table.
Marianne, your water bottle is a source of infinite.
He finally scored. She did everything to keep that away from him.
Oh, me.
And he just sneezed all over it, so yeah, you can wash it.
Over himself.
Well, at this point, just let him go at it, but
You might as well use it for a while, Mary. Yeah, he's gonna.
yeah, then clean it.
There you go.
Hold on, love.
Can I
Sure. You can go wipe
So now what I'm doing is going to the base of the knee and coming back up and dropping the pelvis. And then when I come back in, I'm lifting the pelvis.
Oh, nothing worse than cheesy crackers. No, what's worse is when they sneeze at you with a mouthful of cereal.
I'm clean, baby.
We cleaned your water bottle off.
And then right there, you see where the catch is?
Oh yeah, there's catch.
No, like his mouth, or like clean his mouth.
So I'm just twisting the knee into the groin through the hip.
Take a wipe.
So I'm just going to go back and see what that did.
I sneeze, babe.
A little bit better. But now I'll do the other side. But my direction is towards the diaphragm on the left side under the ribs. So even though I'm touching her tush and her knee per se, again, it's where my intentions of the counter, so it's a lot like playing pool.
I know, but we're already sprawling. What? Well, then you better look around the room and think about what thing might make you happy.
And now back in. There, that's better.
In this room, not in a different room. Think about what
There
kind
you
of
go.
game you could play.
None of these toys are normal favorite.
What? We don't always
So
have
now I
to
could start working on
play with the balls.
the counter and the counter. So that's where you can feel here. So now I'll start going to detailed work. Now this one, my hands are just like this, like I sort of did with Frank, and I'm going to come right underneath, like scooping the head, and then going right into that hip joint.
Okay.
No.
So after I've got the position, right, I'm letting, again, that hip release. So she's starting to melt and drop the hips, or the ischium or the pelvis off from the hips. But now you'll see much more in me. I'm going to counter and go into the left. And then into the right. And the right, you can really feel the muscle right into her lower hip. Now what she's starting to do, which I'm about to not to stop her, but I don't want her to feel falling, is the knees starting to fade out. So with that, I'm just going to adjust the foot so she feels more of a secure stand, because she's relaxing by going, you know, which is fine, but I don't want to feel like she has to hold her leg up. Back underneath the pizza hand. There we go. See that again. I'm right underneath that pelvis.
Wobble. Every time I turn around, he opens up kitchen cabinets to try and get things out. He's hungry.
See now the.
She eats more than her full lunchable space.
How do you have so much room in you? Yes.
So I'm going to go more of the diaper factor here. I'm going to go back and down full hip. I'm going to hold.
He saw you guys playing on those balls and he had to go.
So this is a scoop press almost. Another way you can do this, palm heel. But with the palm heel, I like to rotate in.
You should see this man.
I can kind of, I'm watching her eat.
And now rotate in. And it's going to feel like a nice stretch. Are you comfortable?
Well, I definitely feel pain in my hip
Okay,
because I mean I had hip replacement on here
okay,
and I need it on this.
okay.
But it's not excruciating. I mean, I just pain that I typically have. So
It's pain
With
you typically
movement.
have.
Yeah,
I'm not,
with
I
any-
don't have you in a position
no,
that's okay.
no, I do moves like this, you know, yoga moves, and then I feel the same pain. You know, it's just. And the doctor says, you know, do these things.
Yeah, well, I'm going to disagree with that, but yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. It's not no pain gain. I'm trying to,
There's no pain there.
right,
It's just when my legs out, splayed out.
yeah. And that's what I was protecting. It shouldn't be splayed out right now.
On me.
Ah, there it is. Cancer's going. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, there's no pain.
Mama.
You can get a sticky jump. Okay, thank you for sharing.
She's not used to the trochanter being up in this position again, so I'm just hanging out, allowing those, her breath cycle usually is what I, because that's what happens when people have pain. They move a certain way and it catches the breath. So if I find that they're moving better, or moving better in her case being no pain or whatever, I will try and let a breath cycle out, so that position with a full breath cycle goes into the brain. So instead of always moving, you know, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, I might just go, allow the breath to go, and then I'll go back to the movement. See now how she's looking much more like Frank with the counter, the knees countering, chest.
Listen to what you say. You want with your body.
So now I'm going to do it here.
You don't make you hurt people. Right?
So now on this side, the groin got very tight. Now again, it could have been the compensation of the hip surgery. So feel the difference here now, the groin response. Sorry, not to get too versus here. See how the ligament's there, right? But this is more of a support. You feel it?
You're saying, is this tighter over here than this?
Yes, right here. But again, I didn't know you before hip surgery, so for me to assume that it became tight because of surgery does a disservice to you and me.
Well, you said I have tendonitis right here. And I'm healing through that. I mean, by not doing anything to aggravate. So.
Now, again, I'm not aggravating, right?
I don't know.